Hey everybody, it's Pastor Bob here, and I'm of course over here at the Nepean Seventh-day Adventist Church. And I just want to take a moment to share with you some of the renovations and repairs and the changes we've made here at the church. I realize that some of you haven't been back to church since this whole COVID thing started. So we just wanted to take a moment and bring you up to speed on some of the things that have been happening in and around the church. Now, the first place I want to start is the church parking lot. And you might be thinking, the parking lot? Well, if you drive up, you will notice that we've filled the cracks. We've put a layer of tar and coating, and we've sealed the parking lot. And there's new lines on the church parking lot, so you'll know how to park and where to park when you come to church. By the way, we now have directional lines that help us direct the flow of traffic here at the parking lot. So when you show up the next time to church, you're going to see things look pretty brand new out here. Now, speaking of the church building and property itself, we've also done some repairs to the lighting around the church. We fixed broken lights. We've actually installed some new lights as well. So if you were to drive up at night, you will see that the sides and the back of the church, it's all lit up. Now, the reason we did that is, well, back in 2019, you might remember that we had a break-in at the shed out here in the back, and we lost some lawnmowers and some mowing equipment. And in part that was due to the fact that, well, it was kind of dark back there and you couldn't see what was happening. Well, now we've taken care of that problem, and again, we have lights strategically placed around the church. We've fixed broken lights out here as well. And also, if you drive by at night, you're going to notice the church parking lot is lit up. We replaced the LED lights in the poles, and so now the church is lit up so that the property is more secure, better lit, and it's safer for everybody in general. Okay, let's go inside and take a look at some of the changes we've made there as well. So here we are down in the fellowship hall, and we decided while the church was empty, we wanted to freshen up and do something with some of our Sabbath school classrooms. So we repaired dents, filled holes in the wall, and then we gave everything a fresh coat of paint in terms of the classrooms. And so we went to work, and we had an army of volunteers, and we patched and we painted and we repaired, and things look really neat and clean in our Sabbath school classrooms. Now, before I take you to one of my favorite rooms, I also wanted to mention that we had an army of volunteers come into the church, and downstairs here in the fellowship hall, they were armed with carpet cleaners. We went to work, we cleaned the carpet, and I have to admit, I was really impressed. Afterwards, the carpet looked like it was brand new. Okay, so I want to show you one of the classrooms, our youth and young adult classroom, and just show you what our youth did with what they were given. Follow me. This has to be one of my favorite all-time Sabbath school rooms. I love what the young adults did down here. Not only did they put a fresh coat of paint on the walls, but they took some initiative and they actually went out, got some pallets, built themselves some new furniture, and made it a part of the decorum of the room. Now, one of the things I really like in this room happens to be this wall right here, because this is one giant chalkboard. If you're into teaching, this has to be a teacher's dream wall. I mean, imagine doing a prophecy timeline or something against this wall. I thought it was very creative. So, hats off to the young adults who had the vision to paint, to design, to create, and to come up with innovative ideas like this for a more interactive and fun-filled Sabbath school. So again, well done, good on you. Okay, so here we are, upstairs in the foyer, and the moment you walk in through those front doors, you're going to notice that not only is the carpet cleaned, because we did clean the carpets upstairs, but you're going to look around and you're going to see a fresh coat of paint on the walls here in the foyer and also in our sanctuary. As a matter of fact, if you've been watching online, and I'm sure you have, you're going to notice that the back wall was painted as well, and we painted it blue, and we're going to get into that in a moment. But things here, they look brighter, they look cleaner. It was a great improvement, and again, we want to thank the volunteers who came in and they painted the church for us. Okay, let's go into the sanctuary and let's talk about some of the changes we've made in there as well. Follow me. Okay, so here we are. Now we're in the sanctuary itself. And if you've been watching for any length of time online, you will have noticed that we have a new pulpit. And I have to say, I love this pulpit and the water table. It came from the land down under, meaning Australia. And I love its sleek design. It's elegant, highly functional, it's portable. And you may have also noticed that we've ordered some new music stands that kind of complement the pulpit and the water table. And again, I just want to thank the church family for going ahead and making this purchase and this upgrade. Now, added to that, I know you can't see it, but behind me is the baptismal tank. And we have, in the last 3 years, we've baptized a little more than 30 people here at Nepean. Now, one of the things we had to do to the baptismal tank is we had to replace the water pump and the heater. Now, I know you can't see that, but for those of us who've been in the baptismal tank, again, I have to say, church family, thank you for repairing the pump and the heater, because now baptisms don't feel like a polar dip. And again, that's an important thing, and it's one of those upgrades and changes we also needed to make. Now, again, if you've been watching us for any length of time online, you will have noticed that we've been working on the lighting experience here at the church. And right now, I'm looking up at a rack of lights that were installed by our AV team, and they've really improved the lighting here at our church. So between the new paint on the wall, the blue paint, and the lighting, one of the things this does for the online experience is that things look a little better for you online. So we've gone from this to now this. And again, we're always looking to improve the worship experience here at our church, and especially for those of you who are watching online. Well, that's the majority of the changes and the upgrades and the renovations that have taken place here at the Nepean Church. And I want to say thank you for your support, because without you and your giving to the local church family budget, none of this would have been possible. So this was made possible by your gifts, your donations, your offerings. We've had people who came along and they said, hey, you want to repair the parking lot? Here's a donation. You're going to work on lights? Here's a donation. You need upgrades to the audiovisual department? Well, here's a donation. And I have to admit, I pray and I get on my knees and I thank God for all of you, because you are so fully invested in our church. But not only are you invested in Nepean, but you're invested in our mission, which is to help other people become fully devoted followers of Jesus Christ. And so from the parking lot to the pew to up here in the pulpit, everything we do is about that mission and helping other people become fully devoted followers of Jesus. So you didn't just invest in a church, you're investing in people's relationships with Jesus Christ. And I wanted to take this opportunity, and this is the reason why we're actually making this video, is to say thank you to all of you for your support, your prayers, your presence, your encouragement, and of course for watching and following us online. So from all of us here at the Nepean Seventh-day Adventist Church, this is some of the things that have been taking place. There are more things to come. So stay tuned, keep watching us, keep following us, and keep praying for us, because we need your prayers. And thank you again for being a part of the Nepean Church family. God bless. Take care.